This is the only auto full drive I've owned, and my first experience off-road was not good. The throttle was just so touchy, making it near impossible to control it while full driving. In today's episode, we are going to test a throttle grenade to see if we can fix this huge issue with my Patrol. This throttle controller is from Black Ops Off-Road. It is by far the easiest mod you can do to a full drive. It's so simple that I installed this on the driveway out the front of my house. Just a simple plug on the throttle and mount the unit where it's easily adjusted, and we are done. Now let's quickly go and see if this simple mod can fix my Patrol. Right, so modern day diesels are extremely hard to keep a nice smooth throttle control. So what we have done is we have installed a Black Ops off-road throttle grenade, and today we are going to test it out off-road and see how good these things actually are. So I actually had no idea how tough this thing would be to drive off-road for the first time, but I did take it out without the camera a couple of weeks back, and it was extremely touchy and extremely hard to control this thing off-road. Now, throttle controller is basically just a little chip that you plug into your accelerator, and when you do that, it actually gives you control over how much input and output that throttle has. A lot of these modern day diesels, they have really bad throttle response straight out the gate. So having one of these things is extremely important. Now, even though Black Ops Off-Road have sponsored today's video and sent this controller out for free, I can say whatever I want about this throttle controller, and that is a good thing because it's going to be a genuine review for you guys. So this is the little control unit here. Now, as you can see, we are on stock, which means it has no throttle input whatsoever. Now, I'm going to turn this onto a couple of different settings here. You can see as we go through, there's a whole bunch of different settings. Now, what we're going to do is probably start on off-road because, well, we're off-road at the moment, and I guess we'll start at the bottom. Whoop. I didn't mean to press that. So we're going to start at off-road, and we are then going to start at the lowest setting. So there is actually 1 to 9 on this. All right, so you can see down there on the croc cam that I'm just going to give it a little bit of throttle. Oh, it's so different. So different. You can actually, oh, it's still got a bloody bit of pickup there. Very different on that setting. Chuck it on the, I'm just going to go from the lowest to the most extreme on that one off-road setting. We'll go again. Spun the wheels and I was basically exactly the same throttle. Now Explode, I believe, is their the highest setting. Like, it's the most aggressive setting. It's when you want to chop a VL Commodore at a set of lights, you want to put it on Explode. So what we're seeing is just they're knocking out the lag between you pressing go and the car actually saying let's go. So we'll try it on Explode, which is an aggressive setting. This is on number 1. Definitely picked up a lot of power there. If that's number 1, I think 9's going to be pretty crazy. I'm going to bump this right up to 9. There we go, 9. So I'm just going to go probably like the tiniest tip in because I know this is going to be crazy. It definitely does feel like it's got more power, right?
It's so much faster.
Holy crap. So even though I don't think it actually adds horsepower, it's definitely pulling something out of somewhere. Right, now that's great for on-road performance, but it's something that I really don't care about too much. What I had trouble with is when I put this in full low, it was actually keeping the throttle response so that I can control the car up a couple rock steps and stuff like that. I think once we find a track, we might even just chuck it in the standard mode and I'll drive it. Then we'll chuck it in crawl and you guys will see how much different the throttle response is going to be. So the main problem with this Patrol is the throttle when full driving. It's so delayed and makes it really hard to keep it controlled up tracks. Now, it's a really hard thing to film, but watch as I come out of this rut, how touchy the accelerator is. Now let's chuck it in crawl and see how she goes. Oh, night and day difference. It's like having reduction gears. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to make you a better full driver, but to have control over your full drive is massive. Now, once again, this is no throttle controller, so let's see the difference. honestly, I'm surprised at how much of a difference this thing is actually making. It definitely doesn't make much of a difference to the drive itself, but it does make it feel a whole lot more predictable and a lot more controlled when you're inside the car. Now, going downhill in an automatic car, you're just relying on the brakes, so there's no change there, but watch as I even come out of just this little section, how much different it is. Right, so all them done in crawl, definitely a lot easier with the crawl mode on. That's night and day difference. You can see I was jolting the throttle a lot on the normal mode, and then crawl, I can just sort of ease into it and it's not gonna like bounce me up. Did it look more controllable?
Way more controllable.
I think we're gonna go for one more. Just to be sure. Just to be sure, we should go for one more. This track here is very flexy and very deep. These ruts, they're pretty big. This one here too. Pretty big. So I'm gonna have a crack at driving this one in crawl mode. We'll just see how good it is. And we are in a stock unlocked vehicle and we're by ourselves. So let's give it a crack. Crawl mode's got this. That was a little bit touch and go there for a second. I think I lifted a wheel up and I definitely was running out of flex. But she drove it. Crawl mode definitely helped there, because if I was just jumping around on the throttle, I think that definitely would have been a lot worse. And I think the big thing is the potential to break stuff is huge when you're not nice on a throttle. I definitely think at this point it's safe to say that my issue with the Patrol has been fixed. Of how simple and cheap this mod is, I think it's a good buy. If you are looking at getting one, I have a 10% discount code for you to use at blackopsoffroad.com.au. The code is RoamLife and it's in all caps. This thing's definitely not fast by any means, but it's kind of given the imitation that it is fast on the road. Right, that's less than half throttle and it's going flat bicky. So that's kind of cool. My favorite is probably off-road 3. I think it's just got a little bit of a nip at the start and then it just sort of eases into it. It's nice and controllable. My personal opinion, on the road, they're a little bit, you know, of a gimmick. But I do think that if you are towing and stuff like that, these things could be really handy for you. I feel like for me personally, I can just adjust to any sort of throttle. So for me, it doesn't really matter on the road, but off-road, this thing made a huge difference. On the first section, going up without it, it was bumpy as. On crawl mode, it was nice and smooth, easy to control, less chance of breaking parts, looks a lot better. You don't look like an idiot bouncing up tracks. You can actually really pick a line and really get into some serious forward driving. Do I think that the throttle controller is worth buying? I definitely think if you have a modern common rail diesel and you have a touchy throttle, you 100% need to buy a throttle controller. And also Black Ops Off-Road have given me a 10% off code, so I'll put that in the description if you guys want to use that. If you have a modern car, I definitely think they're worth buying, but I do think that if you don't really care about going off-road, it could be a little bit of a waste of time. That's my honest opinion. So we're done, guys. I'm going to explode our way out of here. Catch you guys on the next episode. Bye.